Okay, so on day 0, I loaded up my new map, and I am not doing this in hardcore anymore because I died twice, and it really made me mad. So here we go, 100 days. I'm doing 50 this time because I can't just like do 100. I don't have enough time. And I put in a random seed, GHHG or something weird. But yeah, so the first thing I did was I got some wood to make a crafting table and some tools to get some stone tools. Then I just went around chopping like a ton of trees down because I needed a ton of wood, and like looking for like a village or cows to kill for some leather and food. And then I found some here. And in the distance I found a village, so I went in and I secured some villagers in the house so I could use later on. And then that was the end of day 0. Okay, so now to the first day. I just cleared out some grass of where I was gonna build my house, and then planted down some sugarcane, and then like set up a little base, and then planted some trees. And then I went down to get some better, like more stone tools and some ores. I kept mining down like towards diamond level, and then I found like a cave and looted it and got some iron and stuff, but I wasn't quite at diamond level yet. And then it ended off the day 1 right here. So day 2, I just mined. I got down to diamond level, so I just mined out a little room until my pickaxe broke, and then I went up and I started to build my house. And I used coordinates just to kind of, I don't know why I had them on. I couldn't really figure out how to turn them off for some reason. And I just built my house, started it until the day ended. So day 3, I just finished up some of the house, and I put some windows in the walls and on the floor. And then I came over to the village and stole some food. Day 4, this is where I put in the floor and then the roof. And then I think I just went out and chopped down some more trees because I ran out of materials. So here I ran out of materials, and I made myself an iron axe just so when my stone one broke, I had a different one. And then I grabbed some leaves to put around the house to just decorate it and make it look a little bit nicer. And then here I was putting the leaves around the house. So then I just headed down into the mines looking for some diamonds, but I mean, I didn't find any, but I also needed resources like cobblestone and some iron and stuff. And then I headed back up and then finished my house. And I also added in the stairway. 6 on day 6, I finished off the inside of the roof, and then day 7, I added some interior decoration to the house. And then to finish off day 7, I worked on the pathway and just stuff outside. And day 8, I finished up some of the interior and added some lanterns and some lighting. And day 9, I went to collect flowers and place them around to make it look a lot better around my house. Then on day 10, I started a small farm and then gathered some sugarcane. And then I went over to the village to grab the electronic bookshelves because I wanted to trade with the villager to try to get mending and fortune 3 to get some diamonds and then heal my tools. And then right here, I did my first ever trading with the villagers and got an achievement. And then down to day 13, I got a fortune 2 look, but it took me a pretty long time, so I just accepted it. And then I went mining to look for some diamonds, and I found some right here. And then I needed some more iron to make an anvil to put my fortune onto my pickaxe. So I went and did that. So after getting enough and combining my 2 fortune 2 books, I mined up all the diamonds. I got a pretty decent amount of diamonds. And this was also day 14 through 17. And then here I found even more, and I was surprised because I was finding quite a lot of diamonds. I ended up with actually a pretty decent amount when I was completely done. So after I mined up all the diamonds, I actually came up with 43, which was like an insane amount, I thought, to start with. So I crafted up myself a full set of diamond armor, and then I spent the rest of the day organizing all of my chests. After I crafted everything up, that was all that I got for my trip. And then I was hearing like a bunch of like skeletons and mobs down in the caves, and then I actually found the skeleton spawner, and I was really disappointed because at this point I started having difficulties with my recording. So it was like I found it off camera, sadly, because I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. But I made a little room down in here and like the killing chamber, and then I turned it into an XP farm and later decorated it. So after I made the spot for them to like spawn in and then flow down so I could kill them, I started decorating it. And this was all through day 18 to 22. So then this happened, and 2 creepers came down and surprised me, and if I was in a hardcore world, this definitely would have been the end of it. But then I got mending enchantment, and it was really cool. So I went and made myself full diamond tools, so now when I put the mending on them, they couldn't break when I healed them. So that was pretty cool. And then here was kind of what the room looked like when it was basically done. I just added a few trapdoors around later, but then I got some bone meal to go turn into trees and farm trees to get sticks, and then to trade so I could buy some mini books. And then on day 25, I started having a lot of difficulties with my audio, and my game audio wasn't working. And when I was trying to record, it wouldn't record. This is when I was building a pen for animals, and here's what I had recorded. So after harvesting some of my wheat on day 26, I lured some cows and chickens and some sheep into the pens, and yeah, then I bred them up to get some leather to make some books for enchanting tables. In one enchanting table. So on day 26, I added slabs to walk up the pathway, and then I fed this cow to try to make him grow faster, but he didn't, and my audio was glitching in and out, which was kind of annoying. But then I planted more seeds and grabbed some leaves to put around like a little fence, and then I went to get water and leaves, and then I was going to put the water to make the crops grow faster. And then my audio was finally back on day 27, and here was a little tour of my skeleton farm. And yeah, it was pretty cool. And then here's me slapping some skeletons. So then a few days later, for some reason, I don't know why I didn't have anything on the next days, but day 29, I worked on some pathway to make my area look a little bit nicer and have some paths. So on day 30, I went down to get some more bone meal and XP, and I added a trapdoor so the skeletons couldn't hit me there. And then I farmed trees to make sticks, to make some emeralds, to get some mending books on day 30. And then I was getting all those levels to like later on enchant all my stuff. And then I didn't have any leather for books. I mean, I had some, but not much. So all I could find for the rest of the day is just these 3 cows right here. And I'm pretty sure they dropped me like five leather, and then I bought some bookshelves, and then this is where my game decided not to record when I got my enchanting table and put some books in. But then I bred my cows on day 33, and then I killed some for some more leather. So then I went back to grinding levels and getting bookshelves and emeralds for mending books, and I finished my enchanting room. So I went down to get some levels, and then I enchanted my sword, which I got an enchantment that I really didn't like that much. I don't know why I didn't do my pickaxe right here, but yeah. So after grinding some more levels and stuff, and I got perfect enchantment on my pickaxe, I thought, and so then I put fortune 3 on it, or no, I put mending on it. And yeah, after grinding all that, I went back to get more levels to enchant some more stuff. So I got another enchantment on my sword that I really didn't like that much, so I grindstoned it, and I went back to grinding sticks for emeralds. And then I went down and enchanted my sword again once I had grinded levels, and I got a pretty good enchantment, I thought. Well, only sharpness 5, but I applied Sweeping Edge 1 from it that I got from an enchantment table when I enchanted a book. So then it was back to just grinding emeralds with sticks, and then I breeded my cows so I could get some food and leather and stuff. And then from the emeralds I got from trading, I went down to buy a mending book. And then I went down from day 38 to 41 just to grind levels and enchant all my tools and armor. So here was all that. And then I thought this was kind of satisfying to kill all the skeletons. So I actually killed a lot more skeletons and leveled up to 30 every time off camera, but it was just super boring to watch and stuff, so I just discluded all that and just showed when I enchanted all my armor. And then I thought I ended up with pretty good decent armor, and then when I came back up on day 42, I found that my Fletcher was zombified, or whatever that's called. So then I'd have to go into the nether probably next, because I didn't do it this time, so I'll do it next time on my next 50 days. And then I got to work on a villager hall, which took me from day 43 to the final day 50. So my shovel worked a lot better than I thought. It was actually pretty fast, and Silk Touch was nice. And I've only built like 3 things on this world so far, but I think this villager trading hall was probably one of the best things I built yet. And I didn't have time to move the villagers in this episode, so on my next 50 days, when I go up to day 100, I'll do all that and take care of all that stuff. But yeah, this turned out pretty well. So now I was kind of in the final stages. I was just decorating and adding light and just doing a lot of that kind of stuff. So here's how it turned out. I thought it turned out pretty nice, and so I added some pathways up to it and then some slabs to get up the hill there, and then I just finished some stuff on the exterior, like adding some flowers around and stuff for the final days. And then here it was as I placed in and like fixed up the last little flowers. Here's the sunset of day 49. I feel like I accomplished actually a pretty good decent amount, more than I thought I would actually. And so yeah, I slept and then woke up on day 50. And so here it was, the last sleep of the 50 days. So when I walked out, I looked at everything I did, and it was pretty cool. Let me know if I should do another 50 days and go up to day 100. Thanks for watching.